The great doors swung open, and an oppressive gloom spilled into the hallway. Beyond the door, a room shrouded in darkness and mystery, and from on high looking down upon it all, an image of dark divinity. Welcome back. This is another exciting episode of Starships and Steel. As always, I'm Keith, and today we're going to bring Tales of the Weird to life. Crafting episode. Awesome. So we got some things to talk about. We're going to work on an encounter. We're going to do the first part, which is a super modular thing that I think will be useful in all of your crafting and terrain uses. We'll go over there and show you that in a minute. First things first. It's been a little while. We got a bottle, as you can see. I've drank some of it already. This is Basil Hayden's. This is a Kentucky bourbon whiskey. This is 100% the fault of the guys over at the Cromcast. I listen to their podcast. You should too. Beginning of their episodes, they often have a beverage. They drink a lot of bourbon. I drink a lot of normal whiskey. I drink a lot of Irish whiskey, a lot of Scotch. And so, this being the same family makes me curious to drink it. As you can tell, I've had some already, so I know what I already think of this. Pop the camera. But we're going to try some here. First time with no ice. See what I think about it. Smells like bourbon. And previous to this, which is a higher end bourbon, not hugely expensive, about $50 a bottle. My experience has been Jim Beam, Red Stag. Had some Bullet, and Maker's Mark, which is pretty strong. This one, however, it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. It is, I think, recording my audio this time, thumbs up. This one, I think, is the smoothest bourbon that I've personally ever tried. So I'm interested to try some more. So perhaps on channel we'll try some more of these. I'm going to give this one 3.5 skulls of my enemies. So, further ado, we're going to talk a bit about the project. So, up here is a picture of a 3D SketchUp model. So I built this kind of the night before. I had an idea of what I wanted to build. And then I sketched it out and kind of put it together with things I already had. Figured out what else I needed to build. So you can see that it's 2 layers. Bottom layer for the PCs, some ramps that lead up into an upper dais, and that's where I wanted to go. So today we're going to just start with the elevation blocks. They are super simple, they will be super fast, and they will add another layer of dimension to your battle maps when you're using dungeon tiles. So without further ado, because I've been talking a lot, I like to talk, live to talk. And drink bourbon apparently, but not very well. I'm going to go over here to the crafting area. We're going to knock these bad boys out. I got one right here. So we'll go build these. And then I'll probably come back after the video and say goodbye. Alright, see you guys then. So, piece of 1-inch XPS. Take our razor knife, cut this off so we can use it on the Proxxon to give us a nice smooth edge. Then later we'll go back in with a square and cut those off so that it's a good piece to go. So we got that done. I'm going to put it on the Proxxon. I'm going to take just a little bit off so we get that smooth edge like I said. We're just squaring this up so we can cut our pieces. There we go. Set it up at the 1 inch or 1 inch at the size of the block, which is 2¼ inches. Run it through to get our pieces off. Make as many as you want at the same time. Take your square, trim that off so that we can make our right edge, right angle. I've been drinking bourbon. So we run that through again here like this. So it's nice and smooth. And then we'll set up our fence so that it's 2¼ inches. We're going to cut off 2 of these blocks for each of the elevation blocks we want to make. And then we'll make them 2 inches tall. Bit of hot glue on here. Get that on there. Take your other piece. You want to make sure these are in line as much as they can be and tight. So apply pressure and make them fit. just like that. All right, green stuff roller, just like I said. Get those on there and just roll for all you're worth. Push down, push down, push down. My finger's on there, making sure it doesn't pop out. A little bit of glue, just pull that off. And he's going to give you a bit of an impression. And this is enough for dry brushing. One more time. And there you have it, just like that. Nice, looking good. It's good texture on there. Get our Mod Podge and black paint, Black Magic Craft style. Put that on there and just paint it up. Make sure you get a good layer. But you don't want it too thick. This is going to add a little bit of protection, a little bit of black to the block in general. Just go through all four sides. Just like that. I like watching it paint in fast motion. I think it's pretty cool looking. One more side. Here we go. Go, 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 go. And once that's dry, do the top so you can hold on to it. I find this isn't very black, so once I'm done this, we'll just go into another black coat. So we get some black acrylic paints, just like I said. Just going to cover it back in there to make sure it is nice and dark and black. Get all the four sides, just like that. Top and bottom. Perfect. Alright. Some gray paint. This is a medium gray. Storm Cloud, I think. Some on your brush. Wipe most of it off. I'm sure you guys all know how to dry brush. Go over your thing lightly. You can go harder and harder as you run into paint, but start really light and go from there. Just go over the whole thing. That'll pick up the cobblestone texture we've built. This is not a perfect thing, but it's a quick way to do stuff. Then finally, a little bit of burnt sienna. Just pick out a couple of those blocks. Go around the whole thing, pick out 2 or 3 stones on each block, and it'll look super cool. Your players will be like, wow, that's neat, man. And they'll all take the cameras out, take pictures of your cool display. That's what happened to my watch anyways, so they'll appreciate it. Alright, we got one more side to go, and then we'll take it back to my talking head. Cool, thanks for watching. Welcome back. So, like I said, super simple. Stop. You do need, for the super simple method I've used, you need one of them green stuff rollers. If you don't have one, you're going to have to carve your texture in manually. That'll take a bit more time. I chose not to do that. My way is faster. Go get one of those rollers. I get no money for it. I can't sign up for an affiliate for that. I have signed up for affiliates for a bunch of things, but not that. So here is a picture of my setup, which I built based on that SketchUp. You can see how neat it is to have that upper level of stuff. So just wanted to show you what that looked like. So thanks for watching. And of course, if you like the content, I release videos, I'd like to say once a week, but that just ain't happening right now. Every 2 weeks, I'm posting content to my blog most days these days. So say probably looking at 3-4 episodes, 3 or 4 articles a week on various things, reviews, things about Conan, whatever. That's starshipsandsteel.blogspot.ca. Also, don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Google+. I'm on Facebook. I think all the links are down below. If not, they will be. And don't forget to check out my friends over at Project Deadfall, over at Roll for Damage, and of course, the illustrious Hanker Infernail at Runehammer Games. Those guys are all awesome. Check them out. And without further ado, like, share, subscribe, drink bourbon. I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Keep it weird. Can you hear me? Maybe I was talking through my glass. Keep it weird.